as I was saying, the PS3 does have its updates, just like 360 does. Now, I'm guessing what Sane Revolution is referring to, especially with the PS3's periodic updates, especially the more frequent ones, are actually for the games, not necessarily for the console. When the console has an update, it's not as it's a little bit more frequent than the Xbox, but not that much. Like when the PS3 has an update, it's a fairly big update, especially if you've got slow connection. And they're usually revamping the interface and helping the technology out a bit, and they're also helping improve the PlayStation Network. So that's why it's fairly big. Like when the Xbox came out, there were pretty big updates, like NXE, new Xbox experience, new completely revamped dashboard. PS3, when I got the big update, they completely revamped how the PlayStation 3 starts. So instead of having, whenever you go and click on a game, you'd hear PS3. Well, now it just goes to the game, you know. Then they improved the interface, especially with the store, life with PlayStation, PlayStation Home, stuff like that. The updates for the games do take a little bit themselves because they're updating the Xbox. Of course, it's been out a year more than the PS3 has, so obviously things can be a little bit faster. The PS3, some people have said that it's no different than the PS2, especially with the technology behind it. They're saying, some of the guys I've worked with myself have even said that the only reason that's holding them back from getting a PS3 is one, the price. It's about $100 more for a base model PS3 than it is for a base model Xbox 360. Much less a Wii. Wii is way down in price. Like the Wii is now only $210 where I live. Like it's being advertised for $219, at least in the TV ads. But at the stores, they always drop another $10 off, which is nice. I can get one for $210. I'll probably be doing that for Christmas because I do both hard. Not let's not don't say hardcore because I do more than casual gaming. I wouldn't say hardcore because my computer's not that powerful yet. It has troubles playing this properly, or Lost Planet properly, and I have the supposed recommended card. Um, but anyway, um, updates. PS3 does have them. They all do. You don't have to have them if you don't have online. They run perfectly fine. The updates for games are nice in the fact that, say the game doesn't come with the trophy system, and the trophy for PS3 is just like the achievements for the Xbox and PC, especially for live title games. With PS3 though, certain games didn't come with them. Like I don't think Afro Samurai actually comes with the trophies. Star Wars did a little bit. Just cat. Anyway, it did come with some trophies, and then they came out with a big update for the trophy system in Star Wars, Force Unleashed. And I remember having it says, "Oh, you must delete your saved." And I'm like, I have to delete my saved file? Like, come on. That was my only beef with that game. It's like they released an update, new trophies. Oh, well, in order to use these new trophies, I have to delete my save file and complete the game again. Thanks. That's always nice. 360, like, I've seen the statistics on the thing. Sure, it has a more active online than PS3, and some computer markets. Like, computer's always going to beat consoles hand down, in my opinion. You don't have to take my opinion or anybody else's on YouTube as fact. It is our opinions. But I won't get into that right now, because I can talk about that all day long. Just like the Earth's spinning around the sun, we're not the center of the universe. It just looks like the sun spins around us. That is our perception. Anyway, with gaming in general, it is definitely taking a huge leap forward. And it's been doing it so since 2001. Even before that, like, if you look at the evolution of the console, especially if you say Nintendo, since it's the one that's been around the longest. Sure, the Wii is a little bit better than the GameCube was in terms of graphics power. It does have the potential to do better, but its third-party affiliates just aren't taking advantage of it. Just like PS3, no one really took a whole lot of interest until this year. That's why when I was watching E3, I was shocked. I was like, holy crap. The only downside with Sony right now is the fact that they're still making PS2s. They've got a new console, it's been out for more than 2 years. Wouldn't they slowly start to phase out at least the PS2? Ignore the cats, they'll do that. Yeah, they're making 100 more titles for PS2. Lord knows why. They should be pumping out more PS3 in my opinion, but that's me. And they should release another update which basically says, oh, now you can use your PS3 again for PS2, because it makes more sense. Wouldn't you want your new console to exceed even more so than your original well, not the original, but more so than your previous generation? Like, come on, Sony. But anyway, console gaming, PS3 hardware, still pretty frickin' advanced in my opinion. Even though some people say it's just two PS2s slashed together. That's how they supposedly managed to get their quad-core support. Whereas PS2 was dual-core. I believe Xbox was dual-core at one point. Maybe it was single-core, just with HT technology in it. I don't know the specifics, at least of Xbox, his internal components, other than the fact that Jasper chipsets in it, which is nice. Helps prevent 3 red lights, which is nice. The only thing is it's kind of weird how if you scroll the internet and find a little more legitimate of issues with Xboxes and PS3s, back in the day when PS3 first came out, it wasn't much better than the 360's original launch, where they both had heat issues. The old 60 and 80 gigabyte PS3s used to be just like the Xbox, where they would overheat a lot. And apparently this had to do something with the PS2 chipsets. I don't know why. But they took it out for that reason, supposedly. Even though they didn't really want to bail on the PS2 just yet. I can understand back then in 2007. 2009, they should start phasing it out fast. Like, they've got a new console out, and it's been out for more than 2 years. Phase it out. The only console that I did not have, that I did have a problem with originally, was when the 360 first launched, and I still had my original Xbox. And then all of a sudden, over the course of 3 months, almost all support for gaming for original Xbox kind of dropped through the floor. I was pissed. I was like, I just got this thing for Christmas, and like a year, was it? I got mine Christmas of 04. Yeah, Christmas of 04, and then like a year later, here's the 360. It's like, excuse me, what? A new console, and I just bought this thing? And then they're like, oh, well, it's also gonna be $500. I'm like, well, I'm not buying it. Like, come on, it's $500. I didn't have the money back then. Like, this thing here is my huge expenditure. Like, this thing was more money than my computer was. My PS3